Am I the asshole for moving out of my parents' house where I was paying rent and without any notice, I was told to give up my room again? I, 18 male, have 3 younger brothers, 16 male, 13 male, 12 male. Our parents were always a little harder on me than them, and I know that can be normal sometimes, but something that always drove me crazy is when they were hosting people from my dad's family. I would be the only one asked to give up my room to keep them. People from dad's family stayed over a lot too, so there were a lot of times I had to sleep on the couch for them. Sometimes I'd even get as much as a notice. My brothers never had to give up their rooms. In fact, if there were more than usual, my parents would blow up beds to my room for them, and the guest room would get a mattress or two depending on the situation. It always bothered me, and I spoke to my parents about it several times. I thought we had a breakthrough last year when they told me they had not wanted me to feel that way and they would do better. After I turned 18 and started working full time, I started paying rent. One of the agreements we came to was there was no more making me give up my room. I told them since I was paying for that room now, the least they could do was respect that. This was never formally implemented, it was all varied between family. But what happened? A bunch of family visited a month ago and my parents told me to give up my room for them to have space. When I tried to stand my ground and also talk to them about it, they told me it was their decision and it was their house. Instead of just accepting it, I called my grandparents on mom's side, and asked if they had room for me and were okay with me moving in. They said yes immediately, and they came over to pack me up and move me in. My parents thought it was a joke till they saw my stuff being brought out to my grandparents' car. My parents told me I couldn't just leave, and I was paying rent, so I needed to give them real notice. I told them if I was kicked out of the space I was renting, then I was just going to leave. Ever since, my parents have been telling me to move back in. They said it was childish to move out in such an overdramatic way. They told me I left the family members who were visiting feeling awkward and like they were intruding. Am I the asshole? No, I genuinely, me personally, I genuinely think that's just completely fair. If they're gonna make you pay for this room, I guess even if there's no formal contract, no written agreement or whatever, I don't see why that's even relevant. You shouldn't have to. You should be able to verbally come to an agreement with your parents and not have that violated. I guess it would be one thing if. No, I would say it would be one thing if they forgot, but how could you even forget you're paying them money for your room? You kind of agree that you pay money for your room, because then if you give up said room, well, if they make you give up said room, then what are you really even paying for at that point? What I there you're paying rent to not even stay in your own room. There's genuinely no purpose to that. It seems the top comment agrees. It says not the asshole. They can't have it both ways. Either it's their house and their decision, in which in case, you're free to decide you don't want to live there anymore, or you're paying rent for that room and they respect that space. Expecting you to pay rent, then still kick you out of your own room whenever guests arrive is ridiculous. Moving out wasn't childish, it was just the natural consequence of them ignoring the one boundary you asked for. And obviously, I completely agree. You just. And the fact that parents called him over dramatic, I just feel like they sort of gave him a problem and he offered the solution. Obviously, if it's that inconvenient for you to respect my space, then I shouldn't live in this house, then I shouldn't be paying you rent when it doesn't even matter. So, second one here says, am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend her best friend has 2 years to find someone, or we're moving ahead without that condition? So me, 28 male, and my girlfriend, 28 female, have been together for 3 years now, and I recently brought up the marriage and kids talk. My reason is pretty simple. I want to be fit and active while my kids are growing up. Like, if we have kids at 30, I'll be 48 when they turn 18, which still feels decent enough to actually be involved and active in their lives. so I wanted to start planning ahead. She says she also wants to get married and have kids, but she has one condition. She wants to get married around the same time as her best friend. Not the same event necessarily, just, same season, same time frame. Honestly, I found it cute at first. Here's where it gets complicated. I actually know her best friend personally, and she's genuinely terrible at relationships. Never lasted more than 6 months with anyone and is currently single as of right now. But the bigger issue is her best friend doesn't even want to get married. So my girlfriend's whole plan is to first convince her that she wants marriage, and then find her a guy, then hope the guy proposes, then they'll coordinate weddings. I told her I don't mind waiting, but I'm not comfortable with our future being in someone else's hands. She got upset saying I don't respect the friendship, so I said fine, 2 years, if things fall into place, great, but I can't wait forever with no end in sight. That got her even more riled up. Am the asshole for putting a time frame on this? I feel like you respecting it and I guess in a way tolerating it is just already respectful enough. I feel like the fact that you're willing to put the pace of your relationship and what you guys want to do, your guys' future, by the way, your guys' future in the hands of just someone else completely. And it's not like they're just waiting for their friend's approval. They have to wait for this person to, I guess, build a relation strong enough for marriage, and then first decide they want to get married, find someone, develop some sort of relationship, and then get married with that person just so you can get married. Because then at that point, I feel like, at least for, the guy, it doesn't even make him want to really care about your best friend getting married. It kind of just makes him wish he just gives in or does it so he can move on, with his life. So, edit. So after reading through all the comments, I decided to reach out to her best friend and told her everything. And honestly, her friend found the whole thing just as ridiculous as you guys. And immediately went and talked to my girlfriend, trying to knock some sense into her. Now my girlfriend is mad at both of us, LMAO. But hey, at least her friend and I are on the same page. We'll update if anything changes. Edit 2. Did not expect this to blow up like this, so here is a quick update. GF is currently giving me the silent treatment, but the wildest part, her best friend texted me again and is apologizing for the collateral damage. She says she explicitly told my GF to drop the ridiculous condition. Instead of listening, my girlfriend lost it on her and accused her of betraying their friendship, not supporting her dream, and choosing a guy over her friendship. So now the two of them are fighting. After reading all your comments about codependency and projecting, the red flags are glaring. I'm taking a few days of space to seriously reevaluate this relationship. I don't think this is about a wedding anymore. We'll update if anything changes. I mean, I kind of agree at this point. It just kind of evolved into something else. I feel like at first it was just something kind of silly, something wacky, something crazy. Who knows? But at this point, the fact that this condition to her, for some reason in her head, she decided that this condition must be met, it must go perfect, and it must go according to however I want it to go. I feel like, yeah, I kind of see it. But edit 3. It's been a few hours since the last update. I had a long talk with my girlfriend earlier. She's still very upset and keeps saying that I don't understand how important her friendship is, and I'm forcing her to choose. The best friend also messaged me saying that she's done trying to explain it and is taking a step back from my girlfriend for now. Honestly, after everything that's happened in the last 2 days, I think I need more than just a few days of space. This whole situation has made me question a lot of things about our future. I'll give one final update in a day or two after I clear my head. And that's all there is for now. I mean, something I'd say is that if I think like listening to the comments about how you should be or treat your girlfriend or what's a red flag or not, I feel like you shouldn't really let that get to you. I understand that, some people need, second opinions and need to be made aware. I do think that she's blowing the situation way out of proportion, but I I just think that if she's a good person outside of this and this is like a one-time thing, yes, take some space, take as much time as you need. But I feel like what, OP is thinking is maybe ending the relationship. I mean, that's really a matter of opinion because at the end of the day, I don't know how this person is or not. But if it's purely just this, then obviously she just has some sort of weird issue with this for some reason that you two can't see. And no, I'm not defending her, trying to defend her. I do think that this is crazy. But I just don't like the idea of something like this ending. But if this is truly something that's concurrent, then I'd say you should just run, just dodge the bullet before it's even fired. Well, I guess it already is fired because this is just ridiculous. The top comment here says, "Not the asshole, but I think long and hard about getting hitched to someone who puts their whole life on hold because of a third party, and one that doesn't even want the same. That's not normal or mentally healthy thing to do. She's codependent on her friend." I guess seeing that comment now, I kind of rethinking, I guess, what I just said. I mean, I completely agree. I guess I kind of let that slip from my mind. I do think it is crazy that, like, this is even like, I went into this reading it thinking that maybe this was some agreement. Maybe they made some time ago that, oh, let's get married around the same time, and it was kind of mutual. But the fact that she genuinely decided that, you know, I'm gonna get married at the same time as my best friend, who doesn't really even care or isn't really even worried about getting married. And her friend doesn't even know about this. This isn't some sort of agreement. This is something that she decided and then decided to put on the OP. And third and final one is, am I the asshole for blocking my ex when he was upset about his friend's passing? My ex, 25 male, and I, 24 female, broke up after a really difficult period last year. From August to December, we were living together and arguing a lot. I suggested a couples therapy because I felt like we were going in circles. Said he suddenly told me he wanted to move back in with his parents, packed his things up, and left within a week. Later, he told me he thought some time apart would be good for the relationship, but he still wanted to stay intimate. I was upset thinking that he could at least had a discussion with me before making a decision for the both of us. I was completely left in the dark. I decided to go no contact in January. A few weeks later, he was in a horrific car crash with 6 friends. Only 2 survived, including him. One of the friends who passed away was also a close friend of mine. He called me during recovery saying he was devastated and needed support. And I agreed. For the next few months, things became uncomfortable. He kept trying to maintain a sexual connection and would ask why I didn't want that. I would explain that there were unresolved issues between us, and I was still hurt by how he left. He would respond with things like, "Yeah, I'm always the problem." I avoided pushing those conversations because he was recovering from serious injuries. There were also smaller things that hurt, like him forgetting my birthday, asking me to be his Valentine, then not speaking to me on Valentine's Day because he forgot. Oh, a week ago, he got angry that I went out for a coworker's birthday. He said he despised me and wanted nothing to do with me. This kind of "I'm done" reaction whenever he felt insecure was not uncommon. This time, I told him I was done being discarded whenever he felt upset, and I blocked him. 2 days into no contact, he called me sobbing about missing his friends and reliving the crash. I stayed kind and told him I was happy to talk and just stay on the phone with him. Then he asked where I was and got upset I was commuting and abruptly hang up on me. After that, I texted, "I'm sorry about your loss and how you are feeling. I would like to please maintain no contact and would appreciate if you did not reach out to me again." Now I feel guilty because it was clearly a vulnerable moment for him, but I also feel emotionally exhausted and hurt. Am I the asshole? I'm just gonna keep it blunt and I'm gonna keep it honest that I think that this really has nothing to do with the crash, and like this isn't some sort of weird trauma response. Obviously, he could have felt hurt, and yes, he could have felt vulnerable, but he tried to sort of drag you down with it and tried to, find ways to, I guess, use you and maintain kind of like control, over your life, despite the fact that you guys aren't together. And even before the whole crash, the whole like stay intimate thing just made it seem like he kind of wanted to keep the, let's say, intimate aspects of what you guys had, but was just done with the arguing, done with the issue. So he just decided that, yeah, no, I don't want to have to actually solve things with you, emotionally. I rather just have the good stuff. Let's just say that. I'd rather just have the good stuff. And he was just overall controlling and just really just tried to seemingly get stuff out of you while you couldn't really get anything in return. You were just kind of like a emotional anchor for him. But I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking, subscribing. Honestly, do whatever you want. I'm just trying to, be seen. If you see this, just honestly, even if you didn't like it, liking, it doesn't cost anything. Subscribing doesn't cost anything. If there's anything you want me to read or commentate or go over, any other Reddits, subreddits, whatever, maybe react or just comment, give my opinion or something, let me know. If you disagree or want to comment on something I said, feel free to leave it down in the comment section. There should be no reason I'm not able to see it and likely respond to it. So, that's all. Thank you.